And here is your first look at a real and fake pair of the Nike Air Jordan 6 Travis Scott in the British Khaki colorway. Can you tell any differences between these two? Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm comparing two pairs of the Nike Air Jordan 6 Travis Scott in the British Khaki colorway. On the left here we have the fake one, and on the right here we have the retail one. So this video here is just a comparison between the two pairs and what to look for if you're trying to purchase a retail pair. But before we get into the video, I'd like to give a big shout out to Legit Mark. Legit Mark is the standard for sneaker authentication and is the safest and most reliable place to get your sneakers authenticated. So if you want an Air Jordan 6 Travis Scott and want to get it legit checked, Legit Mark is the place to go. So there's a link in the description if you want to check them out. So the first thing we're going to look at is the box itself. These are both a size UK 9, so it should be a direct comparison completely all over from the box to the shoes. So the first thing to note is the fake box is slightly smaller, and I mean slightly. It's probably a centimetre smaller in height, length. It's about 1 centimetre short in height and also 1 centimetre short in width, so it is only slightly smaller. And from above, when looking in studio lighting, it is a slightly darker brown khaki colour on the top compared to the retail one. I would also say the Jordan logo on the top is bigger on the retail one, but that is only comparable because the box size is slightly different as well. Spinning the box around to the side and taking a look at the label, we can see differences here. Where it says Air Jordan 6 Retro SP, the text is actually a slightly different font and size on retail compared to the fake one. The rest of the label, however, looks very good indeed. They've done a very good job of replicating this. So now I'll just open up the boxes and take a look at the shoes, because nobody wants me to talk about the boxes for the entire video. So we'll open up the fake one first, and then we'll open up the retail one. They both come with the bag on top. The fake one does actually come with this Nike label, whatever this thing is. So let's take a look at the bags. So open up the fake one, and then open up the retail one. What I would say is on the bottom corners of the bags, the stitching is actually much messier on the fake one compared to the retail one, and the retail one goes all the way across all the corners, whereas on the fake one you see it stops short. In terms of the Cactus Jack logo on the top, you can actually see a slight difference here in the color of the text. The Cactus Jack logo on the retail one is more of an infrared, whereas on the fake one it's just a slightly more dull color. So now we're opening up the paper for the shoes. And here is your first look at a real and fake pair of the Nike Air Jordan 6 Travis Scott in the British Khaki colorway. Can you tell any differences between these two? As I said earlier, the box is much smaller on the fake pair, so when actually trying to take the shoes out, they only just fit in the box perfectly, whereas there's a little bit more room on the retail box. So here are the two pairs, and now I'll just be going closer into detail of what the differences are between the two pairs. So the first thing to note, and we'll look at it straight from the toe box and looking down at them, you can actually see a difference in the colour from the overall suede. So if you look at the retail one compared to the fake, you can see the fake one is actually a slightly lighter suede than the retail one. The retail one is darker all over the shoe compared to the fake. Also, if you look at the toe box area here, you can see that the stitching going around just below the laces is much more visible on the fake one compared to the retail one. This could be because the suede is slightly lighter, so the stitching is actually showing up darker on the suede, but it's quite clear to see a visible difference between the two. Also, from above, looking straight down, you can see a difference in the colour of the laces. The laces on the fake one match the actual upper suede, are slightly too light, whereas if you look at the retail one, you can see the laces match the suede once again and slightly darker. So there are colour differences to note all over the shoe. Spinning the shoe around to the back and taking a look at the heel of both shoes, and if I give you a close up of this, you can see clear differences between the suede on both shoes. On the fake one, you can see it's a much more rough suede and much longer than it is on the retail one. It just looks a little bit more messy compared to the retail one, which looks very clean and high quality. On the inside zipper pouch on the inside of the heel, you can see differences on the inner side where the holes gradually get larger, as I'm showing you here. Whereas if we take a look at the fake one, you can see the holes just aren't cleanly punched through and they don't differentiate in size as going up like it does on the retail pair. Spinning the shoe upside down and taking a look at the different patterns on the bottom of the sole, we can see differences here as well. Where it says Cactus Jack at the toe area, you can see this is much more visibly clear on the retail pair compared to the fake one. On the fake one, it looks like it's slightly faded and it's quite difficult to see. Also, at the Travis Scott logo towards the heel, you can see it's positioned slightly different and is much bolder and clearer on the retail one compared to the fake. What I do have to say is the actual quality of the fake is actually very good. The stitching quality all over the shoe is really good. The suede is a little bit rough in certain patches, but the overall quality and heaviness of the shoe, it does feel like a quality sneaker indeed, so credit to them for that. If I take a look at the inside of the right shoe and we look at that Cactus Jack face on the inside of the sole, we can see differences here again. So if you look at the overall shape of it, you can see there's a clear difference between the retail and fake. On the fake one, the shape is much more round, whereas on the retail one, you can see it's got almost a more flat face compared to the fake. I remembered while filming this that both shoes glow. So here is the difference in the glow. As you can see, one of them glows much more at the heel rather than this one. If we look at the inside holes on the shoe, you can see there are differences in placement from retail to fake. So if I give you a close up here and show you where they are placed on the retail pair, and then if I show you where they're placed on the fake one, you can see there are clear differences between the two pairs of where these are placed and the overall quality of the suede here in this area. If I open up the clipper on the side of both of the shoes, you can actually see they do both come with the clipper for the laces. I would say the fake one isn't very good quality and is actually already breaking, whereas the retail one works perfectly fine, but the fake one is already jammed, so that's not a very good sign. So as you can see from this video, they are very close indeed, but there are still some differences to note if you are trying to purchase the retail pair. I hope this video has helped you if you are trying to identify which one's real and which one's fake if you're trying to buy a pair. But if you still can't tell the difference between the two, or you need help with any pair that you're legit checking, please do check out Legitmark because they are here to help you. But thank you very much for watching and I hope you have a great day.